Israel, Denmark, Iraq, Finland, and now Denmark again. If you had to describe your career in just a few words, what would they be?
Adventure. No, I mean, I've always been a player that wants to try different places. I've always been taught from my mentor when I was little that a football player should be ready to go anywhere to play. And I just allow myself to experience, let my job take me to places that I can experience culture and also enjoy football. And so that's why I've been to these places to play football first of all, and also to enjoy the culture and learn more about the countries where I've been.
You have played a large part of your career in Denmark after all, but you are originally from Nigeria. What was your journey like from Nigeria into European football?
I mean, my first time going into Europe, I was 16. That was when I went to Spain for trials with Atletico Madrid in Spain. And I was there for a month, and it was really a good experience being there. But fortunately, not on my own side from the people in charge of my, the agent and stuff. I wasn't able to get a contract there, so I went back to Nigeria. And then afterwards, I moved to Israel, and that was where I started my first professional contract. And it's been really good. It's been a lot of experience. It's been over 15 years, give or take, that I've been in different places. But all I can say is it's been a good experience in Europe, but the best part has always been in Denmark, of course. I had the best time in Denmark, starting from Beta FMs, and then moved to Vensus, who lived in Jylland for 3 years, and then, back to Copenhagen, and it's just been good.
Do you feel like Denmark is kind of a home for you now?
Yeah, for sure. I have my wife, she's Danish, and I have my kids, they're part Danish, and of course, so Denmark is always going to be like a home to me. I mean, I've always been playing football since I was 6 years old in the street of Lagos, Nigeria, and my elder brother also played professionally in Spain. He was fortunate to play for Barcelona B, and then that was why I was also having the opportunity to go to Spain for trials, was told him. But I've always been told that you have talent, and I could do a lot with my talent. So my dream has been, okay, I want to use this talent to get as far as I can get. It's a blessing to have this talent, so why don't you just use it? So getting to Israel wasn't a surprise, because before Israel I've been to Spain, like I said, at 16. But before Spain, I left home when I was 13 years old to an academy in Nigeria. And I was there for 4 months before I could even go back home to my mom and my siblings. So it started from as age as 13 that I've been away from home. So it started from there, and that was where you got to know, like, being in the academy was one of the best academy in Africa at that time. And for you to be in there, you were destined to be a professional football player, because it was tough to get in. It was on scholarship, and we had to do a lot of tryouts and stuff. So getting into the academy was this is my dream. So from there, the whole Europe, playing professionally, started to look like this is what it's going to be like.
As mentioned, you have played in several different countries. What have been some of the biggest experiences?
Different. I mean, it was a culture shock for me first when I first moved to Spain. I would say, but it was a short time. It was for 1 month. But moving to Israel was even more, because I lived there for 1 year before I could go back to visit home.
And now you're here at Nykøbing FC as one of the most experienced players in the squad. How do you see your role within the team?
A leader. From the moment I stepped in, I had a talk with the boss, with the director Klaus, and I had a talk with the coach Chief Michael, and it was just straight up, we need your quality, we need your experience, but most importantly, we need you to show that you can be a leader. And I just believe, for you to get that kind of demand is something that is important for the squad. And from the onset, I just made sure that was what I can bring to the squad, not just by speaking, it's also by showing with my football as well, helping the team in trainings and in games. And there's a lot of young players that they can learn a lot from me, and I take that as a very important job of mine while I'm in Nykøbing, that I give them positive things always. And being a leader here and being one of the second oldest player in the squad, for me is like, wow. But I see it as positive that I can give back to a lot of young guys here, and they can learn good stuff from me. So, yeah.
What do you hope to achieve in Nykøbing FC, and what inspires you to reach those goals?
Again, when I came, the objective for Stort was already like, this is what we want. We want to get to where the club should be, and that's getting to, the top first division and hopefully chase for Superliga. But where we are now is the third league in Denmark, and when I came, it was the second division. But of course, the focus was like try to stay in there. But if not, then we want to go back up straight ahead, and that's my focus now. And so far, so good. It's been going well the last half season, and I'm looking forward to getting back to the pitch to go chase what we want to chase, and that's for sure to promote back to second division. That's the first goal, and then we'll take it from there.
And lastly, what is your impression of Nykøbing FC compared to some of the other clubs you have been played for over the years?
It's very cultured club in a way. Like, you have your culture, and it's all about family. It's all about we want to do something positive here, and that's for me is very important. That wherever I am, I have that feeling like people love themselves, and that's what I get every time I'm here. That there's the love from the top, from the board, from the coaches, from the players. Everyone loves each other, and that's how I feel the team can go and become better and better. And every time I come in here, of course, I live in Copenhagen. I come to Nykøbing every day. It's a long trip, but when I come into the club, I feel like, yes, I'm in here. So it makes sense, and that's just the feeling I get. I'm like, it's a good place. So the difference I can say is not so much, but the only thing is I love the peace and the happiness when I'm in here, and that's, for me, means a lot. That everyone loves each other, and they push each other, they encourage each other, and they want the best for everyone in here. So that's for me the most important thing here, and that's the difference. Of course, it's a common thing in Denmark. It was also the same big FM, but right now I see only positive things in the club.